Hey folks, we have some questions that people have asked us about the CDJ and the DJM 400, about how to plug it into your laptop, and they had questions about the CDJ, about the jog illumination, so we're just gonna answer some questions about that. So okay, the RCA plugs and the 1/8 inch plug right here. This you can plug into your laptop, MP3 player, iPod, whatever you want. That's what the person asked. They wanted to plug it into their laptop for a gig that they were having, and they had no idea what to get to do that because they said they had a DJM 400 or a mixer like this. It doesn't have to be this. You can use a mixer like this as long as it has these kind of cables in the back. These are hooked up. These cables right here are hooked up to this CDJ, and these two are hooked up to this CDJ. So you can, yeah. Well, there's CD2, which is this left side, and then there's phono/line 2, which would be this side that's open. If you want, you can plug them in at the same time. So you can be playing your CDJ, and then all of a sudden, you know, if you want to switch over to a laptop or iPod, whatever you want, called RCA plugs. Okay, you get like one set of them. It's red and black or red and white. According to see, most of these are red and white. The black can just be plugged into the white. And this is 1/8 inch, just a 1/8 inch plug that will plug into. You can plug this in like your iPod, your laptop, your whatever. So you can get audio from whatever you want into your mixer that plugs in there. This can plug into a lot of useful things like an MP3 player too. Something else you could do is if you have these two to these two, you could always get a connector like this that will plug into, well, it'll basically converts into this. And all this is just looks like that. You can probably pick these up at any Radio Shack or I don't know, wherever you want. Now if you look closely, on the side of your laptop or iPod, whatever, MP3 player, whatever you want to plug it into, there should at least be one of these holes on this laptop. This is the headphone jack, and this is a microphone jack. You want to plug it into the headphone jack so you can get sound from there. Instead of using headphones, it's basically plugged into there. Now what else you can get? There are splitters that you can split one of these into two separate ones. I don't know how well that works, but what we use for when we had two laptops, the USB plugs right there, USB ports. You can plug a USB into that, and it has two of these, two of the headphone jacks, and two of the microphones. So you can plug two different channels in. For example, if you have two of these, you can plug one into this channel and one into this channel. So you can just be playing music and you can mix like that from channel to channel instead of using whatever program you're using and mixing back and forth. But that, I don't know, that usually costs some money to plug into the USB ports. I don't know roughly how much. We have one from Apple that works pretty well. Haven't had any problems. It's pretty old, but it's still really good. Something else you could do is this slot right there. You can get a chip that you can actually take this out. Take this out. You can put something in there. Basically a sound card. And you can plug in another one of these into the sound card, and it'll just be another output device. But you have to watch out that the actual program you're using can have two sound outputs. I think we were having some problems doing it with Traktor, but there's this other program, Disco DJ, that we have that works pretty well. You can have two outputs. So yeah, I thought I'd make a video and help people out because we've had a few people asking about how to plug it into laptops, and since we used to use laptops, we know how to do it. So if you have any other questions, ask the bass creators. Someone else asked me a question about the jog illumination, the tail pattern. Which one was the tail pattern? Yeah, this is the tail pattern. So when you're playing a song, it has a bit of a tail around it. And they wanted to know if you spin it backwards. Yes, it does. The tail does go the opposite way. And play the song straight. If you play it in reverse, the tail goes backwards. I heard they were buying a CDJ relatively soon, so they wanted to know. I guess they wanted to use this pattern, and it does look pretty cool.